Hello Gemini, so I'm doing your weekly reading for November the 14th to the 21st. I'm going to take a look into what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We'll look at what's going on in your blind spots, figure out what it is that's working for you, and of course we'll be looking at how it is all likely going to be playing out as well. Now Gemini, I have noticed that there's been a lot of really bizarre energies that's been going on in a couple of the other signs, more notably Sag and Capricorn, and I'm definitely hoping that that you guys are going to bypass that weirdness that's going on. To try and describe it, it feels very quiet. It feels very aimless, right? So I'm not entirely sure what it is that's going on. It could be due to Mercury retrograde, I just don't know, right? But there is definitely, like, it has been noticed. And the messages have been coming out, what feels to me as being quite scrambled, right? So we're going to work through it and we'll see what's going on. I'm hoping that you guys have dodged the majority of that sort of scrambled energy. Right, so the card that wanted to come out of the deck while I was doing your shuffle is the Grove of Unity, and it says bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. So it's a reminder that everyone and everything is connected, okay? It pulls up this image of like a symbiotic relationship that's going on. It's kind of like you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, right? It's pulling up an image of we all need each other, right? Again, just to put imagery to this message, a lot like the relationship that uploaders have with YouTube, right? It's like YouTube needs its uploaders and the uploaders need YouTube. It's a very symbiotic type connection, symbiotic relationship, and they all benefit, right? It's that message, it's that energy, and it's to do with your situation, which is the shield of resilience. Employ your shield of resilience, guarding against external pressures while nurturing your internal strength in love and career. So it's asking for your strength, for your resilience at this time. It indicates that the situation, it is difficult, right, because it requires resilience. Ultimately, the combination of these two is saying that this particular situation that you're going through right now, and again, I don't know the specifics of exactly what that is because I'm not a psychic, I'm an intuitive. The situation that you're going through, it is contributing in a huge way to your growth, okay? And of course, the message about a symbiotic relationship, so it's almost as if they're saying this situation isn't working against you, it's working for you, right? And then you've got a worthy goal. Nice. Get out and be inspired to keep working towards your life purpose. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be hitting all of your targets this week, Gemini. It does indicate that it's going to be a very productive week for you guys. So yeah, you'll be glad to hear that one. I've never once met a lazy Gemini, ever. Like, I don't think lazy Geminis even exist. Let me know if you are a lazy Gemini. That'd be really interesting to know. But I've definitely never met one. So yeah, you're going to be hitting all of your goals this week, Gemini. A very productive week. And I feel that there's this sense of absolute achievement that's coming through. Unfortunately, Gemini, you're not dodging the scrambled energy that's going on. Again, I don't know if it's due to it being Mercury being in retrograde or if there's something else going on. I'm unclear on that, okay? That there is chaotic energies coming through, and I have cleansed everything. I have to, after every single read, the whole area gets washed down, like smoke cleansing, right? The whole area. And I include myself in that. I've got to smoke cleanse myself as well after every single reading to make sure that there's no carryovers. And it's still going on. It's the strangest thing. The Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this one's all about finding your center. It's multitasking. And again, Gemini, you're multitasking this week in a very productive and meaningful manner. There's nothing overwhelmed about this energy, okay? It just kind of feels like you're pushing through, progressing through a lot of difficulties that are not of your making, that are not of your doing, and you're handling it really, really well, especially with that Two of Pentacles. Okay, it's like, yeah, challenge accepted. I've got this type vibe. Okay, really, really beautiful. It's a nice way to handle shit. Okay, so how is this happening? Why is this happening? The frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, wherein the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. So apparently this is all happening so that you can really take stock of everything. I feel that next week is going to be more of a quiet week for you guys. It's not going to be this week. It feels like it's going to be next week. It's like you're doing the work now so that you can chill later. Okay, it's like you're definitely lining up all of your ducks here. Can you tell us more about why this is happening for Gemini? The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And they did come out ever so slightly squiffy, okay? Not by much, but it was noticeable. It wasn't loads. So Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. It's feeling content, safe, secure, right? And then your Ace of Swords. Now, with it being a little bit squiffy, there's something here that is less than ideal, right? And it's indicating that there's an ever so slight reorientation that's going on with this. So you might find that some of your plans this week are going to be changed ever so slightly, but the end result that you get is still going to be the same. So try not to worry too much about anything that does change on you last minute, okay? Because the end result, it's still going to be a good one, right? You've definitely got a huge breakthrough here that is going to make you very, very happy. Positive results also. And it's, yeah, everything about this is just saying for you, Gemini, just to, take stock of everything and look at where you are now type thing, okay? What's going on in your blind spot? The Feather of Hope. Grasp the Feather of Hope, a delicate symbol of upward promises and an uplifting future, okay? So there is hope. Maybe that's what you felt was missing, right? Maybe you felt that you needed something to hold on to, that maybe the situation at hand, you felt there was no hope, okay? But there is hope because it's in your blind spot. So it's unexpected light, it's unexpected turning point. Okay, it's the Feather of Hope, a renewal of hope. There's something here for you to look forward to, also in your blind spot, because it's promising an uplifting future here. It literally says symbol of an upward promise and an uplifting future. So your plans for the future, you will see through to fruition, and there's evidence of that because there's a sense of renewed hope. Okay, reversal, death reversed, interesting. In your blind spot, apparently, Gemini, you don't have to change a goddamn thing, okay? With death reversed, your worst case scenario is not gonna, it's not gonna come true, okay? Death reversed, it can be about stagnation, right? But I'm not feeling any sort of stagnation going on, in your energy, and I have to read within context, okay? This is you recognizing, actually, I don't have to change anything here. Can you tell us more? Yeah, the Knight of Wands. You can keep pursuing your dreams, your hopes, and your ambitions. You've defeated something here with this Death reversed, Gemini. You have defeated something. Let me see. What's going on with this Death reversed for Gemini? What's this message of defeat? Gemini has defeated something here. What's this message? And it's something that you're not aware of even doing as well, because it's in your blind spots. Okay. The Six of Swords, that one's coming out squiffy, as is the Five of Swords. Right. There's an aggressive energy here with this Five of Swords. So it could well be you've defeated your enemies, you've defeated your bullies. If you were dealing with something like that, okay, you've defeated them. You might have just assumed as well with that Six of Swords coming out off center, you might have just assumed that these difficulties were going to last for a lot longer than what they have. It's almost as if you were kind of expecting to deal with this specific problem for the long term, but in fact you don't have to deal with it long term at all, okay? Because you are heading towards easier times, more enjoyable times with that Six of Swords. With both of these coming out squiffy, I definitely do feel that that was just your expectations that, oh, okay, it's going to be this way now forever, isn't it? It's going to be this hard for good. It's going to be this difficult for years and years and years, and that's simply not the case at all here, Gemini. It's like your expectations pertaining to negativity and difficulty are not right. It's not going to come to fruition. It seems like all of your worries, all of your concerns are being dealt with, and it's in your blind spot. It's almost as if the solution or the answer was so friggin' simple. Now, I don't know what that's getting at, Gemini, because I'm not a psychic, okay? I'm an intuitive. I can only read the strongest overall energies. The main point is you're going to be able to proceed and move forward with your original plans as you intended without the need for you to change anything up, right? You've got you're defeating someone, or you're defeating something here. It could be you're defeating negative thoughts. It could be you're defeating a bully. Okay, again, you just have to take it as it resonates, right? Anything and everything, basically, that was holding you back with this Six of Swords, that was stopping you from growing, you've defeated it. Okay. So what it is that's working out for you at this time, the labyrinth of choices, it says chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. So what's working for you, Gemini, is remembering that every choice you make, every decision that you make, or indeed don't make, it all contributes towards something. Everything that you do, there is definitely a point to it, okay? And not making any choices, moves, or decisions at all, it can have the same sort of impact, albeit the opposite to your desired impact, as making choices and decisions would do. It's a convoluted way of saying, look, everything you do matters. And everything that you don't do equally matters. Okay. Can you tell us more about this energy for Gemini, please? This labyrinth of choices for what is working for Gemini. What is working for Gemini? Oh, the Ace of Cups. Everything you do do it with love. Ace of Cups. That could be a strong love that you share with another person. It can be unconditional love that you have towards yourself. Unconditional acceptance as well. You not putting limits on your, I want to say on your love, on your happiness. You choosing to love, choosing to be happy. I mean, Ace of Cups is a lot of love. It's a lot of love. Can you tell us more about what it is that's working for Gemini? This is Ace of Cups getting at specifically for Gemini. The Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. Okay. Yeah. There's repression. The Seven of Swords with the Four of Cups is repressed energy. It's like, in what ways were you stunting your own growth? You're no longer going to be doing that because you've recognized the repression that was going on. Okay, Seven of Swords is deceit and trickery, and then the Four of Cups is rejection. The combination of two, it can be suppression. Interesting. So, labyrinth of choices. I feel like you're uncovering something here also. Like with every turn, every corner that you pass, there's like a new discovery. Could be a discovery yourself. If this is about a romantic relationship for you, then it's being completely honest, open and vulnerable with each other here that opens up a brand new side of that relationship or the connection. Again, you have to use your discernment, okay? Because it's going to resonate differently for everyone. Interesting. Can you tell us more about that Seven of Swords? Let's use this deck. What's this Seven of Swords for what is working for Gemini? I'm also seeing that message, Gemini, as you being told that you don't have to tell everyone everything right now. Okay? That there are certain things that you can keep to yourself right now. You don't have to let everyone in on what it is that you're doing here, or your plans, or what it is that's going on for you. That was a bit of a stuck energy. Oh, that's why it was stuck. The Ten of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. Okay. There's a message here about getting organized, Gemini. It's time for you to get organized. It's time for you to straighten out your schedule here, to delegate also where necessary. Yeah, the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck is definitely delegation. Okay. No longer letting other people getting away with being lazy. It's like making sure that they are held accountable. Gemini, you're being told here that you don't have to struggle alone. You definitely are trying to do everything by yourself here, and it's quite overwhelming. Okay, so you can put down that burden now. They're also saying what's going to work out for you, Gemini, this week is taking the path of least resistance, 100%, okay? How it's likely going to play out. Commitments. Commit to this next stage in your development, and there will be a promise fulfilled in some form. So, again, for any single Geminis, you could be getting involved with a significant relationship this week, okay? It's like taking your commitment to the next level or making things official with someone here. Either way, you're going to be 100% committed to the next part of your life's journey. Like 100% committed, 100% invested. Okay, there'll be a promise fulfilled. Interesting. Was this promise fulfilled for Gemini? Was this promise fulfilled for Gemini? Oh, the Lovers. It's your major arcana. Again, could be the promise that someone else made to you. They are going to be fulfilling that promise that they made to you. The promise that you made to another, you're going to be fulfilling that promise you made to someone else. Could even be, because it's your major arcana, the promise that you made to yourself that you're going to be fulfilling, which is more likely going to be it. How else is this likely going to play out for Gemini, please? There's definitely a sense of completion with this energy. Yeah, no more struggle. Ace of Wands, you've got a brand new project here, a brand new adventure. May or may not be with a significant other, okay? There's like starting a new life together here. There's newfound passion or a shared passion that is brought together into one big project. Shared ambitions. Definitely being on the same page as those around you at this time. Wow, Strength at the bottom of the deck. I'm looking at that one as an enterprise. Some of you guys are starting off your own enterprise. Oh, yes, Eight of Pentacles. Strength with the Eight of Pentacles. That's like business enterprise here. Okay. Please ignore the cat in the background. That's one of the main coons. He's just being really clingy today. Like, he's just panicking because my door's shut. He doesn't like the door being shut. He just wants it open all the time. He doesn't want to come in, but he doesn't want the door shut either. So he's just having a whinge about it. Okay. So there's definitely a connection or a relationship here that's going from strength to strength this week, Gemini. There's also, there is like a business enterprise that some of you guys are embarking upon. Like definitely, yes, definitely. Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. So you're setting up something huge this week. It's going to have huge consequences. Positive consequences. Because you're building up to your Ten of Pentacles. You're building up here to ultimate wealth. Okay. Just gave you a healing message. So by you showing resilience, not quitting, not surrendering, not giving up, it's going to pay off. Especially for those of you who are being bullied out of something here, you're not going to allow yourself to be bullied out. It's the best way to handle it. Definitely. What else? Okay. Transcendent and suffering. Interesting. Let's take a look at the suffering one first. Because that's the energy that you're coming out of. You're coming out of suffering and into transcendence. Okay. Though suffering may linger, I will not allow it to define me. Okay, so you're not allowing your struggles to define you. I choose to walk the healing path. With each challenge I face, I grow stronger and more compassionate. My suffering serves as a catalyst for transformation, leading me towards greater understanding and empathy. In the depths of suffering, I discover my true strength and emerge shining into a brighter tomorrow. And it goes on to say, I see you suffering, bright soul, and I hold you safe in the circle of my wings with infinite love and compassion. Know that in the depths of your despair, you're not alone. I know your head is full of existential angst. Understand that this is a sacred part of your soul's evolution. Embrace your humanity, for it is through suffering that you discover the boundless depths of your strength and resilience. Trust that even though you feel all is shrouded in darkness, I will guide you towards the light. Your suffering is a testament to your courage and your capacity for growth. Rest and know that your life has both meaning and purpose, even in the moments when you no longer feel it. Yeah, so you're coming out of that mindset, Gemini, of all hope being lost, right? You're proper coming away from that. And then it goes on to say, living with physical and emotional pain is a complex and difficult situation. Sometimes it feels like the suffering is endless, and there are times, little dragon, when it feels impossible to step free of your despair. It's a dragon deck, in case anyone was wondering. I didn't make it immediately obvious. Okay, so when it feels impossible to step free of your despair, in these moments it's essential for you to prioritize self-care and to seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. I know that it's difficult, but be kind to yourself. Understand that you are allowed to voice your suffering. In fact, it's essential that you do that and that you're both seen and heard. And I lost my place. When and if you can engage in such activities that promote relaxation and stress relief, such as meditation, gentle exercise, or spending time in nature, express your emotions through creative outlets, such as journaling, art, or music. Connect with supportive friends or support groups who can offer empathy and validation. Remember that healing takes time, and asking for help is okay. By nurturing your mind, body, and spirit, you can gradually ease the suffering and restore a sense of well-being. Okay. And then your shadow work for this one. If someone dares to claim that you have a victim mentality because you're suffering and declares that your suffering is a choice, then it's time to shut them down and set the record straight. Yeah, because that's the thing, Gemini. People don't choose. Do you know what I mean? People don't choose what happens to them. Not always, because life happens, shit happens. Often life throws us situations and we're like, how the fuck am I supposed to handle that one, right? Don't let their arrogance and ignorance add insult to your injury. Oh, so Gemini, there could also be somebody trying to make out like, you don't have it hard because people in such and such a country have it so much harder, right? It's like victim shaming. It feels like there's a bit of that's going on. You have to reject that flat out, okay? Assert yourself, educate them on the complexities of your situation, and sometimes life throws you curveballs. Yeah, I just said that. It's not about playing the victim, it's about facing and living with reality. And if those naysayers don't get it, then that's their problem, not yours. Your suffering is valid, and you do deserve empathy and not judgment. So don't let anyone diminish your struggles. Keep fighting, keep pushing forward, and don't let anybody drag you down. Because you're the one that's suffering, yet here you still are. You're still living your best life possible. You're stronger than they'll ever know. You're a survivor, not a victim. Yeah, that's what it was getting at over there. It's like, even in spite of everything that you've been through and are going through, you still choose happiness. You still choose love. You still choose peace, even in spite of everything. Okay, you've got transcend. So let's take a look at that one. It says, I have it within me to transcend limitations, rising above challenges with grace and strength. Through transcendence, I unlock the boundless potential within me, journeying beyond the confines of pain, fear, and doubt. To transcend is to step free of the desires of the material world to create a profound connection with the divine. It is like diving deep into the depths of your own soul and discovering an infinite wellspring of love, wisdom, and light. In this state, you feel a sense of oneness with all of creation. That was the first card that came out. as if you're merging with the heart of the universe. Time and space lose their grip and you're enveloped in a boundless expanse of pure consciousness. It is deeply transformative experience that leaves you feeling expanded, uplifted and aligned with the highest truths of existence. Through transcendence, you awaken to the sacredness of life and the eternal presence of the divine within and around you. To transcend a painful past, begin by acknowledging and honoring your experiences without letting them define you. Practice self-compassion and forgiveness, both for yourself and others involved. Engage in healing activities such as therapy, journaling, or meditation to process emotions and gain perspective. Cultivate gratitude for the lessons learnt and the strength gained from overcoming your challenges. As you transcend the pain of your past, focus on living fully in the present moment with love, resilience, and an open heart. Remember, transcendence is not about erasing the past, but it's about rising above the past with grace and empowerment. It is to allow yourself to embrace the beauty and possibilities of the present and the future. And then your shadow work with this one, it says, I sense a degree of discomfort when you read the word transcend. I want you to question why. Could you feel as you do because you're cozy in your old habits, even if they're dragging you down? You're still sticking to what's familiar because it's all you've ever known. You deserve better, you deserve more. But here's the hard truth. Nothing will change if you keep going round in circles. It's time to try something different that breaks you free from the habits that are not serving you and are only causing you to reopen old wounds. It is time for you to transcend. Yeah. So if you're one of these that feels like you've been going round in circles and not getting anywhere, then that's going to be your shadow work for you to transcend over and above whatever these struggles, these traumas are. Okay. It was quite an intense reading. I was not expecting that for you guys, but there it is. I just genuinely hope that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.